All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive.
Yes.
This time we are going to be looking at VizX Design Studios
Okay.
and their project called Pondside Serenity.
Interesting.
This is right up our alley.
Absolutely, yeah.
This is all about transforming, you know, a regular backyard
Mhm.
into just an incredible outdoor living space. And
Yeah.
I think what's so fascinating about this one is that they're actually working with an existing pond.
Oh,
So
cool.
they're not like, just creating a space from scratch.
Right.
They're really taking what's already there and like maximizing the potential.
Yeah, you know what I find really interesting about VizX's approach here is how they really seem to prioritize understanding the client's vision.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's not just about like slapping a patio down and calling it a day.
Right, right.
They actually, like you said, they maximize the potential, but they really dig deep into what the client wants to get out of the space.
Yeah. And in this case, the client was looking for a space that could be used for a variety of different things like large gatherings,
Hmm.
but also quiet, evenings by the water.
Yeah, I can see
It's
that.
like a multifunctional space.
Yeah, and to achieve that, they created this really dynamic two-level design.
Ah, okay. So that's how they kind of created those distinct zones within the same backyard.
Exactly.
But I am curious, though, dealing with a slope, especially with a pond already there,
Right.
that must have posed some interesting challenges.
Absolutely. Dealing with the slope can be tricky, but VizX seems to have a real knack for using it to their advantage.
Yeah.
Instead of, fighting against the natural terrain, they
Yeah.
work with it to create these really interesting transitions
Well, that's cool.
and visual focal points.
So let's kind of walk through this space
Okay.
as if we were guests arriving at a party.
All right.
What would we see first?
So you walk into the upper level. It's this large open patio, which is perfect for entertaining. It's designed to accommodate lots of people, ample seating.
Perfect for a party.
Exactly. The big gatherings that the client wanted.
Yeah. And what about the outdoor kitchen? Because I'm always fascinated by how they kind of integrate those into the overall design.
Yeah, the outdoor kitchen is also strategically placed on this upper level.
Okay.
It's got a sleek bar, a built-in grill, and a modern pergola
Nice to provide shade.
to provide shade for the chef, exactly. But what's really clever is how it's positioned
Okay.
to overlook the pond.
Yeah.
So even while you're prepping food or chatting with guests at the bar,
Yeah.
you're still connected to that sense of tranquility that the pond provides.
It sounds incredible. So they've got this upper level for those big gatherings,
Mhm.
but what about those quiet evenings,
Right.
that the client wanted?
All right.
Where does that fit into the design?
That's where the lower level comes in.
Okay.
VizX calls this the crown jewel of the project.
Oh, wow.
It's a more intimate space. It's centered around the pond. And it features a natural gas fire pit
Oh, no.
and this beautiful cedar rack bench wall that curves around the edge of the water.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
And they've even incorporated a cascading water feature.
Oh, wow.
So you've got like this really wonderful ambient sound
Yeah.
in addition to the visual beauty.
That sounds like a perfect escape.
Yeah.
I'm picturing myself sitting there on a cool evening
Yeah.
with a nice fire going.
Absolutely.
Now, I do have a question, though,
Yeah.
about the fire pit area.
Sure.
It sounds amazing, but, wouldn't smoke from the fire be a potential issue for guests sitting on the bench?
That's a great question, and it's definitely something to consider with any outdoor fire feature.
Yeah.
While the transcript doesn't specifically mention it, I would imagine that VizX took wind patterns and ventilation into account
Oh,
when they were designing the space
Makes sense.
to kind of minimize any potential smoke issues.
Yeah, so it's like they thought of everything.
It seems that way.
Now let's talk about lighting design, because that is something that VizX is really known for.
Yeah.
What sets their approach apart?
Well, a lot of people just think of lighting as, making things visible at night.
Right.
But for VizX, it's so much more than that.
Yeah.
They use lighting to create an entire mood,
Oh, wow.
And in the Pondside Serenity, they've employed this really layered approach.
Okay.
You've got these softly glowing pathways that guide you through the space.
Oh, cool.
The pergola is subtly lit from within.
Oh, wow.
And of course, they've highlighted the pond with strategic lighting to really make it stand out.
It sounds magical.
It does.
So as we kind of wrap up here,
Okay.
What are some key takeaways
Hmm.
that our listeners should keep in mind
Yeah.
when thinking about their own outdoor spaces?
Well, I think this project really highlights the importance of designing for your specific needs and desires.
Absolutely.
What do you actually want to do in your outdoor
Oh,
space?
yeah.
Who's going to be using it?
Right.
And how can you work with the existing features of your property? Yeah. Just like VizX did with the pond,
Mm-hmm.
to create something truly unique.
Yeah, it's not just about like copying what you see in a magazine or online.
Exactly.
It's about, really making it your own.
It's about creating an experience.
Yeah, Pondside Serenity, such a brilliant example of that.
Yeah, it is.
For those of you looking for even more inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
be sure to check out VizX Design Studios online. You can find them using the hashtags.
Hashtag the art of outdoor living. Hashtag Pondside Serenity.
You won't be disappointed.
Definitely not.
So until next time, happy designing, everyone.
Happy designing.
All right.
Bye.